Tensions are rising as the contract between the United Auto Workers and Detroit's big three automakers comes down to the wire. Thank you so much for joining us for 7 Action News at 5. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I am Mike Duffy. The talks are now butting up against one of the biggest events of the year for automakers, the Detroit Auto Show, kicking off today as we take a live look inside Huntington Place. Now, we'll have much more on that in just a moment.
Meantime, United Auto Workers President Shawn Fain is scheduled to speak on Facebook Live at any moment now. We will be carrying that live on WXYZ.com.
Well, right now, negotiations are still up in the air with about 30 hours to go until that contract expires. Ford's CEO, Jim Farley, saying that the offer that the company submitted on Tuesday was the most lucrative in 80 years, with large pay increases and what he called top 1% health care. And Stellantis says it has come to terms with the UAW on health and safety. But General Motors has released no information on any new offers since last week.
Now, workers spent today signing up for strike shifts just in case one should be called tomorrow night at midnight and in the days ahead. 7 Action News reporter Whitney Burney joins us from Warren after talking to workers who say they are optimistic.
All afternoon, we've watched as worker after worker has come in and out of Local 412, signing up for shifts should a strike be called tomorrow. While many of the workers we've spoken to say they're hopeful a strike will not be necessary, they are ready if it is. With a little more than 24 hours on the clock.
It's been quite a while since we've had any incentives, and a lot of guys, they haven't had a raise in several years.
Auto workers are preparing to spring into action, signing up for strike shifts in Warren.
No one wants to strike, but if it's necessary, we will do it. I'm cautiously optimistic.
Jason Fontella says for him, this is about his future.
We've had minimal raises, whereas if you look at CEO compensation from in 1970 to today, it's up like 350%. Mm-hmm. The workers' compensation is up 25%, and that's not right. We need a little bit more equity. We need the middle class back.
The UAW and automakers are now negotiating wages and other benefits around the clock to strike a deal by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. and avoid a work stoppage.
It's going to affect a lot of businesses, and it's going to affect the down trickle to a lot of smaller companies with unions. We need this. We need the increase for these people.
Tonight, the UAW could be preparing a unique strike strategy. The Associated Press is reporting that the union is looking to target a small number of plants run by each Detroit automaker if no deal is reached before the deadline.
If they strike strategically certain component facilities or assembly facilities that produce profitable products that assemble them, they might feel the pressure and succumb to that pressure.
Auto expert Merrick Masters says targeting specific facilities would allow the union to turn up the pressure if a strike prolongs. The UAW strike fund would also last longer in that scenario. The $825 million fund would run dry in less than 11 weeks if all workers went on strike at the same time. However, Masters says a targeted strike plan by the UAW could lead to a counter-move by the automaker, like the closure of some facilities.
There's a lot of work to be done, but they can get it done.
Again, that contract is set to expire Thursday at 11:59 p.m. If the two sides do not strike a deal by then, we are expecting to see workers walking off of the job by the end of this week. In Warren, Whitney Burney, 7 Action News.